I'm on the roof of the ashram, Sri Radha Madan Gopal, Gaudiya Ashram. I'm up here on the roof and I'm trying to take the picture. Tonight there's going to be a Utsava, a grand celebration. Actually, it's called Utsava Prakash. It's Sri Vallabha, the Radha Vallabha temple, Sri Radha Vallabha Utsava Prakash. They did a parade this morning, and tonight they're going to be doing singing and dancing and also distributing prasadam out there. I'm just taking a video of it right now because when it's dark you won't be able to appreciate it, but it's quite a large gatherings coming out. The Sri Radha Vallabha Sampradaya, they seem to be different than Gaudiya Math, but it's not too difficult to understand. Sri Hari Vamsh, he is from this state, Uttar Pradesh. His ethnic bring up, all his ways of acting and all his Naimitika Dharma are from this state. They're not from the West Bengal state. Sri Hari Vamsh, he did get initiated by Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and he did get chastised for eating a tumbul that was offered to him by Radharani herself, and he ate it on Ekadasi. Now, he didn't reject Sri Hari Vamsh, nor did Hari Vamsh reject him. What he did was he did a trick. He went to Prabodhananda Saraswati, who is the uncle of Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and he took refuge of him for the time that the uncle was alive. So nowadays it seems like there's some controversy between the Sampradaya of his and also the Gaudiya Math Sampradaya. But Narayan Maharaj, he would go every year to visit the temple of Sri Radha Vallabha, and he would always tell the devotees, this is the most beautiful Radha Krishna deities. Why? Because they were actually found by Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami found them in a garden that's further up Parikram Marg towards ISKCON, and he established them. Later on, Sri Hari Vamsh, he took them over. And just to make a different story, because what had happened is where they manifested, to Sanatana Goswami, that garden was taken over by Ninyaditi Goswami or Nimbarka Sampradaya or the Shriji Sampradaya. They took over that temple, that land, all that land. So they had lost that. So what they did is they said, actually it wasn't found there. Sri Hari Vamsh shot an arrow and it fell where they say it appeared. So really doesn't matter, They still appeared. They still were here. But you can see there's a little bit of conflict between not so much Sri Hari Vamsh. Actually, there was three of them. They're the most famous Babajis at the time. Sri Hari Vamsh is one, Sri Hari Das is another, and Sri Hari Ram. Sri Hari Ram, he was from Madhya Pradesh. Sri Hari Vamsh, he was right from here, from Uttar Pradesh. And Sri Hari Das, I don't know exactly where he was born. Those three persons, they started a group. They actually didn't start a group, just people would follow him, and the people that followed them started a group. But each one of them have different ways. Sri Hari Vamsh, Sri Hari Das, and Sri Hari Ram are known to be the best of all friends. But the followers, they make a distinction between the three sampradayas. Not Sri Harivamsh, not Sri Haridas and Sri Hariram. They were always loving each other and doing festivals together and everything. All three found self-manifested deities on their land. Sri Harivamsh, well, Sanatana Goswami manifested it, but Sri Hariram found it near Seva Kunj, and Sri Haridas found his in, oh, this is getting horrible. Okay, yeah. And Sri Haridas, he found his in Nidhivan. They all, so great souls, great souls. So they had a parade this morning, and now they're going to have a big festival over there. And just understand, the group, the following, not the establishers, not Sri Haridas, Sri Hariram, Sri Harivamsh, they had no conflict in between each other. But the following had much conflict. And they're very respectful. And myself, I feel Sri Harivamsh is Gaudiya Sampradaya. But that is a big conflict with his group that was formed. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a better shot so you can see it a little bit better. They'll have lights out there and everything during the night. It's actually pretty hard to do this whole festival because they have to take everything from this side of the Ghat, or this side of the Yamuna, and cart it over there. And there's actually no electricity over there, so they have to set up some generators, some heavy generators they took over there to make for the lights and all the sound and everything. Yeah. It's actually beautiful. Okay. I'm going to do my offering to Yamuna Devi and say the mantra that Radhika said just before jumping into the Yamuna. Deva Devikaram Namasyati Sri Radhikaya Sada Vishtam. Oh Surya Dev, please just give this Radhika one thing. That's what she was asking. And of course that one thing was Krishna that was taken to Mathura. And her and her Vishaka jump into the Yamuna. So I'll go down and do this offering. I hope that came out and you were able to see it and everything. I show you not because I think I'm great, but I show you to show how people come down here every evening and offer something to Yamuna Devi. One way or the other, they're trying to offer something to Yamuna Devi. They'll offer 108 deep into the Yamuna tonight, and you'll see the whole Yamuna full with deep floating. They have the leaf plate, and then they put the ghee wick on the leaf plate, and it goes down to Mathura. Yeah. So all these offerings are going to be done tonight. Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. This is actually the 13th day of the moon. Remember, the 8th day of the moon, going to the full moon, they call it Shukla Paksha. Shukla Paksha means the waxing of the moon. So in the waxing of the moon, the 8th day is the worship of the cow. Gopa Astami. Gopastami. Then the day after is the day that Akura comes. And of course he takes Krishna back. Actually, he came on Gopastami at night. He stays overnight, and then he takes Krishna the next day. That's the 9th day. He takes Krishna up to Mathura, away from all the... and that's the day that Radharani and Vishaka, in the evening time, the evening of the 9th day, they jumped into the Yamuna and went up to Suryadev. Of course, everybody thought that they had just died. They weren't aware that they went up to Suryadev, and it took a while to become aware of that. Not until she wasn't officially actually married to Krishna. She couldn't be married because Krishna had made a promise to the father of Rukmini that he would not marry another girl unless Rukmini allowed him to or told him to. And of course that is actually what happened. At one point Rukmini understood that who she was seeing as Satyabhama was Radhika and her great friend. So she's the one that told Krishna that he should marry her. And that's the great marriage festival of all the gopis that manifested in Dwarka. So none of them are actually married. He did take on ladies, but they weren't actually his wife until that happened, because of the promise. And Rukmini was a really controller. She would keep Radharani in the back rooms as much as she could, because she didn't understand who Satyabhama was. So she kept her away from Krishna. Oh, it's a beautiful time. Okay, so you got Gopastami, then you've got the Yugala Parikram, the walking of all the Brijvasis. First Mathura Vasis come to Vrindavan to take Krishna, and then the Vrindavan Vasis, they go up to Mathura to bring Krishna back. And that's a 42 kilometer walk, all the way up there and all the way back. And some of the people, they even walk around Govardhan. They walk from Govardhan to here. They walk all the way from Vrindavan to Mathura and back to Vrindavan and complete their prikrams in that way. And that's not unusual. Sanatana Goswami would do it. He would go from his place, Madan Mohan Temple, and walk all the way down to Govardhan, go around Govardhan. He wouldn't come back to Vrindavan. He would go to Mathura, do Madhukari, because that's where the people were. Back then, all the people were in Mathura. So he'd do Madhukari in Mathura, and then he would come back here. That is a very long way. From here to Radhakund, it's about 26 kilometers. Then around Govardhan, it's 23 kilometers. And then up to Mathura is about 20 kilometers. So you're talking about more than 60 kilometers. And then back from Mathura to here, it's another 20 kilometers, or not so many kilometers. I would say Mathura to here is 13 kilometers. So you're about 73 or more kilometers walking. But that's what they would do. And some people still try to do all that. Okay, and I'll tell you one person that would ride his bicycle on Ekadasi down to Govardhan, go around Govardhan, get his bicycle, come back to Mathura, see if the mat was going well. After he saw that the mat was doing all right on Ekadasi, he would go over to Vrindavan, walk around Vrindavan, get back on his bicycle and come back to the mat, and maybe sometimes he walked all those distances. So even Narayan Maharaj, even Narayan Maharaj was doing such things. Okay, I hope you liked the video. Jai Surya Dev, Jai Surya Dev, Jai Surya Dev. Yeah. Remember, this day is called Sri Radha Vallabha Utsava Prakash. It's on trayodasi. And it's coming to the end of all Kartik. 2 more days for Kartik. Today's 25th, tomorrow's 26th, and 27th's full moon. Okay, Haribo, Haribo.